Howdy guys, Craig here with the Republic Mindset. In light of recent events, today is September 23rd. The Charlotte riots are going on. I wanted to present to y'all a court case from 2005 called CastleRock v. Gonzales that the Supreme Court ruled on, and it states that it is not the police's responsibility to protect you. That responsibility lies with yourself. I'll provide some information down below in the description box that you guys can go on your own to take a look at it. But I wanted to present this information to y'all, and it kind of goes with the video that I did before talking about caring when you're able to, not necessarily when you're allowed to. In 1999, Mr. and Mrs. Gonzales, I believe she had filed for divorce, and between the two of them, they had 3 little girls. In addition to filing for divorce, she also filed a restraining order against him. Well, on, I believe it was June 22nd, they found that Mr. Gonzales had actually killed the 3 girls. Mrs. Gonzales then sued the city of CastleRock, claiming that the police's inaction resulted in the deaths of their 3 daughters, and it was an unconstitutional violation of the Due Process Clause from the 14th Amendment. She filed that lawsuit. The first trial, they actually dismissed it. She appealed to the 10th Circuit Court of Appeals. They sided with Mrs. Gonzales, and then it went to the Supreme Court. In 2005, the Supreme Court ruled a majority ruling of 7-2, basically that the city of CastleRock had no obligation to protect Mrs. Gonzales and her 3 girls. The Supreme Court essentially found no constitutional violation. It found that Colorado law did not make enforcement of a restraining order mandatory. And you've heard the term that restraining orders are just a piece of paper. There you go. Basically, the restraining order doesn't entitle a person to a specific action. It just provides specific grounds for arresting the subject of the restraining order. In conclusion, the enforcement of a restraining order is a process, not the interest protected by the process. And there is not due process protection for processes. I know that kind of sounds a lot of law terms and technical terms, but like I said before, they basically ruled that you know, even though they did have a restraining order against the father, and he did violate that restraining order, the police were not held liable. The Supreme Court also ruled that the 3 police officers that were on the case with the city of CastleRock had immunity, so she could not then turn around and then sue those 3 officers. I wanted to present this information to you guys. If you don't have any forms of protection, if you haven't even thought about carrying a firearm, I want you to rethink that. If you haven't learned, if you've been on the edge about learning some type of martial art or self-defense, I want you to rethink that. I want this, hopefully this information will kind of get you in gear and help you realize that ultimately it's your responsibility to protect yourself and your family and your loved ones. Legally, the police cannot be held accountable for that. There's a lot of cliches and whatnot, you know, when seconds count, police are minutes away and all that stuff, but I don't like to use those terms. I know the country's going through a lot of stuff right now, but I hope this video has provided some information and hopefully has helped you with some of your decision-making process. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video. If you like it, go ahead and click like. Comments, questions, concerns, put them down below. And if you like the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Be safe out there, guys. There's a lot of bad stuff going on right now. A lot of animosity towards the police and just society in general. A lot of division going on out there. So please protect yourselves. Watch out for your friends, your family, your neighbors, because ultimately that responsibility is yours. Catch you guys. I appreciate it. We'll see you on the next video.